So everybody talks about the glitz and the glamour, the island, the tropical lifestyle when you're living in Cyprus. And in this video, I want to dive deeper. I'm going to run you guys through my day. We're currently in Colombia. That's a bit of a different story. But nevertheless, I'm going to bring you guys with me throughout our day. We've got a few things planned today. We're going to go shopping. We're going to go to the gym, probably go for some food later on tonight. Just enjoy our last few days here in Colombia. But I want to talk throughout the video more about Cyprus and into how I'm preparing for summer 2026. And how you guys can literally see an insight into what it takes to live the lifestyle that I currently live right now. Let's get on into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about and really dive a little bit deeper into is the good and the bad of Cyprus, okay? Because like I said, people see it as this luxury lifestyle, dream lifestyle, which is an amazing, beautiful island. That's the first thing that I will say. It's a very, very beautiful island and somewhere which I've started to call home now, which is absolutely amazing. A lot better than the UK. So if you're thinking to move from the UK, it's probably a good idea. However, Cyprus, what you need to know, is very, very relaxed. And what I mean by this is when you're living their day-to-day life and you're someone who, maybe you're someone, you like the fast-paced lifestyle, you like doing things fast, you like your deliveries coming fast, you like everything just very, very fast. It's going to be quite hard for you to sustain a life in Cyprus if you're that type of person. You have to kind of take the good with the bad, okay? Yes, it's more relaxed, but it's also, for me, a lot better that it's relaxed. If it was so much like 10 times like London, like traffic, just beep, 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 so fast and fast, I wouldn't enjoy living there. I wouldn't enjoy being a part of Cyprus if that was always the lifestyle. Something that I've really learned to kind of love about Cyprus is not only the business opportunities, but the lifestyle opportunities. You don't just have to stay. I currently stay on the east coast, which is like Ayia Napa, Protaras, but you have places like Limassol, places like Larnaca, where it's pretty much all year round. It's not just seasonal. And Limassol, for me, like when I go there, it feels like I'm not even in Cyprus. It feels like I've just went into a whole new country. Very, very beautiful. The business opportunities, like I said, are very, very good. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're someone who wants to really, I don't know, like grow in business and level up in business, Limassol, Cyprus is going to be a great place for you. And if I had to give like a really honest reflection, because I've been doing a lot of reflecting, this is one of the main reasons why I come to Colombia, was to really sit back and think about it. And something that I've known and about myself, which I've learned this year, is I need to start spending more time, and this will go to a lot of business owners or people, if you're wanting to start a business, this is going to be good advice for you. You need to work more on the business rather than in the business. Now, what can that look like? For example, this year I hired Noah, my assistant, who pretty much took care of most of the day-to-day tasks, and going into 2026 I'm going to be delegating more stuff to him, more responsibility to him, just to free up my time more. So when you really want to scale and expand a business, as the owner, as the founder, really start looking into how you can work on the business rather than in the business. The more you delegate, the more you give out. Yes, it might cost you some more money, but the return on investment could be 10 times more, which is the whole reason why you're delegating the tasks. And something which we're really diving into this year, and something that I've been working on a lot, which I'll show you guys later on when I go back on my laptop and can really show you, is the power of automation. I'm really starting to understand now that for this to scale, for this to become something which can go year on after year without me even really needing to be involved, I need to start automating things. I need to start making things a lot more simpler. It's very easy just to do everything myself and do this, do that, but you get caught up too much. And rather, like I said, rather than working on the business, I'm working in the business. I'm doing the day-to-day tasks, which can be negotiated, which can be kind of passed on to somebody else, is what I'm trying to say. Can be passed on to my assistant, can be passed on to somebody else. Something I'm looking for now is someone who's actually into content, because yes, I can make content myself. Yes, I can do the day-to-day tasks myself, but to really scale, I want to be able to do everything. I want to work on the business. I want the kind of day-to-day tasks which can be kind of paid out, can be subbed out to other people, to let other people control that, and I focus on what's really important. And in my business, and probably in a lot of other businesses, the most important leverage on your time is, for me, making content. Like, the content brings in the leads. The leads is how we get paid. So we need to focus, how do we get the leads? How do we really kind of expand and get more people, more eyes on us? And that's going to come through content. And I need to be the head of the content. So less time spending on replying to people, less time we're spending on doing all these kind of, I guess, boring tasks, how I see it. but more time spending on bringing more customers in, because that's what's going to make the company grow, and that's what's going to give the business more revenue. But talking about business, we're actually on the way to a shopping center now, so when we get there I'll talk to you guys a bit more deeper into business, should I say, things about tax, things about VAT, things that I'm learning literally as I'm going, as I'm living my life. And this is something you're probably going to be aware of, or if you're starting a business or thinking of having a business, just throw yourself in the deep end, because that's exactly what I've done and I've learned in the process. Yes, it's been stressful, yes, it's been hard, but we're going to dive more deeper into the business side. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we're on the way to the shopping mall now. We're going to do a bit of shopping, and I can dive a little bit more deeper onto the business aspects around what I'm doing. Oi. This is probably the biggest shopping mall I've been in. In fact, the ones in Dubai are bigger than this, but this one's pretty stacked. Guys, we're on the mission to find a Colombia t-shirt. There was one thing I wanted before I come to Colombia. Not only the amazing food, but also a Colombia national t-shirt. Let's see what they got, because it's a pretty big fucking shopping mall. These are the Colombia t-shirts. Hello, bro. English?
Yeah, I speak English.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm looking for something like this, a Colombia tee. Is it only this color? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just seen this. Which one's your favorite?
The yellow one.
The yellow one?
Yeah,
sorry.
That one. This one.
Yeah, this one is like the traditional one.
Say something nice.
About what?
Like.
When life gives you lemons, what do you make?
Latinos.
Lemonade, not Latinas. You're gonna get me in trouble, bro. Yeah, definitely don't make Latinas. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And make money with the lemonade. So this is what we are working with. Colombia vest. Don't know when I will wear this, but I'm kind of feeling it. I am kind of feeling it, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So we're about halfway through shopping and we just got some food. Noah's went for some kind of fries with beef, bacon and all that kind of stuff. I've gone for some chicken sausage, looks like some steak and peri fries, so we'll see how that is. But I wanted to talk on this part of the video, and I've got it literally written down on my phone, some of the points I want to mention when it comes to business, creating a business, opening a business, and just everything related, because this might be helpful for you if you're thinking of coming here to open a business, or you're thinking of, or you're just interested in the insight in my life and how businesses are run here. It's actually about to rain. I can feel it on me right now, so we'll be as quick as I can. The first thing I want to talk about is all of these bills, all of these things that I've done. I've probably spent, I've got it down here, between my business to like paying VAT, paying tax, paying all these kind of things, paying the accountant fees as well. Just as a list in front of me, we've got VAT, accountant fees, villa contracts, systems, all that kind of thing, audits. So when you open up a company, you have to pay to open up the company, of course, but then you also have to pay for the accountant, because they'll open the company up for you. They'll make sure everything's legal, everything's right. You can do it yourself, but if you're not Greek or you don't speak Cypriot, it's going to be very, very hard for you. So just get an accountant and pay the fees. But like I say, it's something for me which I never really thought of. I knew I would have to spend money. I was thinking in my head maybe like 5k, setting up the company, accounting fees, and then just pay tax from there. But honestly, it's been a bit steep, and something which I wish I knew prior to doing this. But it is what it is. A lot of the stuff that I've been setting up and a lot of things I've been paying for are just the setup fees, meaning I've just opened up my business account, so we're just setting it up right now. Next year and the year after, these fees should hopefully get lower and lower. Of course, hopefully my company grows and I earn more and more, so then I will pay more and more tax through my company. However, more and more VAT as well, probably. But also with the VAT and the accounting, that's just going to depend on how my company performs. So something else I've written here is the systems like Shopify, all that kind of thing. When you're setting up a business, think about the recurring revenue, think about the things, your monthly outgoings, all these kind of things as well, because it's a lot and it can add up very, very quickly. So I was saying to Noah before, like, I didn't like I'm waking up to emails saying I owe this money, I owe that money, and it's all new to me. Like, yeah, fair enough, I owe the money, my company's done this, blah blah blah, but it's still all new to me, and for me it's a lot of money. It's always going to be a lot of money. I didn't come from any money. I didn't ever expect, or I always wanted to be successful, of course, and wanted to have a decent amount of money, but I never really expected it to happen this quickly. So I guess my advice for you guys is really kind of understand the behind the scenes, understand like what actually goes into just moving to Cyprus and building a business and starting a business, because it's not always sunshine and rainbows, and it's not always going to be as easy as it may seem. So hopefully this part of the video has been insightful for you. If you've got any questions on business or you want to relocate to Cyprus, feel free to reach out to me, feel free to contact me, and I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction. But I'm going to eat this food now before the rain gets it very, very wet, and we're going to dive a bit deeper into some different topics about Cyprus. And just this whole video is kind of nice because I'm just talking to you guys on a more like personal one-to-one level about Cyprus and the things that I'm overcoming, the things that I'm learning, which can hopefully help you as well. All right, let me go and eat this food.
We going gym?
It's time to go to the gym, big boy.
Let's go.
Can't lie, it's been a struggle. We was in the taxi for about 1 hour. We probably should have only been in the taxi for about 20 minutes. We've come in, sat down, started scrolling. Noah definitely started scrolling. Got the fucking white monster in hand, pardon my language. But now we're gonna go to the gym. Gonna keep it consistent. I could have easily not went to the gym today. I was actually thinking in the taxi on the way here, like I can't even be bothered to go to the gym. But the days that you don't want to go are the days that you should go, 100%. So yeah, gonna make our way there now. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna train. I think Noah said he's just gonna do some abs. I'm probably going to do some form of chest or something because I feel like it's recovered since my last session. And the gym is going to be busy. The gym is going to be extremely busy. The last time I went at this time was about 3 days ago and it was packed. But I'll show you guys the gym anyway when we get there. I'll answer some more questions as well. I've got something, as I say, on my notes that I want to talk with you guys about relating to Cyprus again. So we'll get that covered and just, yeah, come for a workout with us. See you in a minute. This is the gym fit. We've got basically a sleeveless vest. This is probably one of my most favorite vests to work out in. It's lightweight, it's comfortable. It's actually a Represent vest. There's no like logo or anything of Represent. If you guys don't know, it's basically like a activewear brand based in the UK. I think they've moved abroad now though. But yeah, other than that, Under Armour shorts and just some gym shoes there. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's call the Uber and get to the gym. So we have arrived at the gym here in Colombia, guys, and to be honest, I thought this would be pretty much a perfect time now for me to really talk to you guys about why I'm in Colombia, the reason me and Noah are here, and kind of why Colombia and why not Cyprus. Okay, now the first thing that I want to talk about and mention to you is that for me, and I don't know how you guys feel watching this, but when I'm in one place for so long, it's like it's not refreshing, and it makes me not depressed, but it makes me very unmotivated. I like being around new people. I like being around a new environment. I like being in places where people tell you not to go because it's not safe, or just somewhere a little bit different. Like, how many people do you know that have traveled to Colombia? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Compared to like Dubai or America or somewhere like that, okay? Australia. So I wanted to come somewhere which, yeah, just carry on. Not a lot of people know, and not a lot of people talk about, and I just like being somewhere where nobody knows who I am, so I can just focus, dial in, and it gives me a new environment, and it almost inspires me, because literally the first week when I got here, all I could think about was Cyprus again. All I could think about was the goals for next year, how I'm going to progress, how I'm going to improve my life, how I'm going to improve my business. And I needed to get away from Cyprus to also appreciate it a bit more as well, because when you live somewhere for so long, you start to not appreciate the little things, which is what I found personally. So that's one of the main reasons why I've come to Colombia. Not really Colombia in particular, just somewhere a bit different, somewhere I hadn't been before. That's the reason why I'm here. I wanted to set my goals again. I wanted to really just start like my mind again, get my mind fresh again, and it's been good. Oh, anything else, man? It's good that Noah's here as well, because he obviously helps me a lot with stuff going on in Cyprus. He's my assistant, so it's good for him to be around me and to kind of enjoy the fruits of our labour, because we work very, very hard in the summer. So it's a perfect opportunity to come here. We're not really like working as hard as we do in the summer. For me, this is more about prep. Noah's kind of just here. He's helping me record. He's helping me do things. Not so much work, but I'm happy to bring him along and almost say thank you for an amazing summer that we had going into 2026, which should be even better. And like I said, for me, next summer, I want it to run even more smoother than it did this summer. And that's the whole plan. I want it to run more automatic, more smoother. I want to like kind of step back a little bit and work on the business. Like I said to you guys earlier on in the video, rather than in the business, I want to work on the business. So that's what we're doing, okay? There's something very, very important, and I mentioned it on my Instagram story. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. Check the link in the description if you want my social media, but it's basically just Cameron McCleary. That's my Instagram. And what I mentioned was about this big purchase that I've just made. You guys are going to be seeing it first. I'm going to post a YouTube video about me going to this purchase or seeing this purchase. And for me, it's somewhere which I never thought I would get to this earlier on in my life. Yes, it's amazing I'm at this position now, but kind of reality is catching up now, and I'm like, okay, so I'm really like advancing now. I'm really getting to that next stage. I'm excited to show you guys. So I don't want to speak too much about it now, but it's going to be coming, and you're going to see the progression, and it's going to really just show you that what I'm talking about is true. Like the way that I'm living is actually true. I don't just rent a Lambo. I don't just rent this. You know what I'm saying? I don't just like do this for 1 week to flex. Like this is actually my lifestyle, so it'll be good for you guys to see. Anyway, Noah's waiting for me, so I'm going to carry on in the workout, and we're going to keep on getting the pump. Today is actually chest day, if you haven't noticed already. Gym, not that busy. I thought it'd be busier, to be fair, but we're here, so let's work. So the gym session has completed. Feel very, very good. Like I said before, I didn't really want to go, if I'm honest, but we still done it. We still got it in. And like I say, and like I've been saying for a very long time now, you will never regret a gym session. You will never regret going to the gym. You will regret, should I say, not going to the gym. So if you're watching this and you're lacking motivation, fuck the motivation, man. You should be disciplined. You should actually like think, you know what, let me stop being a bitch. So what if I'm tired? So what if I've got shit to do? You need to put your health as a priority. And I actually can't wait. One of the things when I first get back to Cyprus, December, January, is to get back in my gym routine, to get back eating good, because yeah, me and Noah, we're on a good routine. We're eating relatively good. We're literally going to the gym at least 5 days a week minimum. To be fair, minimum 6 days a week it's been. We're walking every day. But there's something to be said for when you have your own place, you can cook your own meals, you can really lock in, and that's kind of the part that I'm missing right now. And that's what I was doing last winter in Cyprus. I was really kind of focused on work, gym and repeat pretty much every single time. So yeah, really looking forward to getting back into that routine. Now, next thing we're going to do is head back. We're currently in a taxi on the way home back from the gym. Have a quick shower and then go out to eat somewhere. We were going to go to a rooftop bar because it's probably our last night pretty much here in Colombia. Then we're going to go to Brazil for a week or so and probably just get some food, maybe have a cocktail if I'm feeling it. But to be fair, you guys know I'm not really a big drinker. The older I get, the less and less I drink. But yeah, there's still a few points that I want to talk about. So once we find our spot where we're going to go and eat, I will round off the video and just touch on a few final points and a few final things and words of advice for you guys, all right? So that is pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I've made this video because I wanted to kind of show you and tell you a bit more about what's going on in my head, what's going on in my life, the current reason why I am in Colombia, why I'm going to Brazil next week, and to just give you pretty much a real authentic breakdown of how things are looking for me. Currently preparing like every year for the biggest year of my life. It feels like the last 3 years or 2 years, should I say, like properly living in Cyprus, I've just been getting better and better. It's lightning right now. Every night we're in Colombia, like the lightning is literally lightnings every single night. But yeah, my life's just been getting better and better, and I want to continue that. And part of that is, like I said, delegating tasks and kind of working on the business rather than in the business. Very, very important. If there's one thing you're going to take from this video, you're thinking of starting a business or doing something business related, as soon as you can, outsource the kind of tasks which take up the most amount of your time. Your time is the most valuable. With your time, you can expand the business, you can grow the business. Yes, you might lose some money because you've got to pay staff or do this, but you can't get back your time, okay? Money you can get back 10 times more, but you can't get back your time. So really, really think about your time. Like I said, really, really excited for the next chapter. Cyprus, I guess, phase 3. I feel like every time I go there, it's just getting better and better. So I want to keep building on that, keep building the momentum. If you are coming, that being said, this summer, if you are coming to Cyprus or you're planning to relocate to Cyprus, planning to build a life in Cyprus, first thing I'll say is I highly, highly advise it. The quality of life is amazing, depending on where you live, depending on your preference, of course. And secondly, reach out to me if that is you. Reach out to me if you want help doing that. I'm more than happy to help you guys. I can point you in the right direction. I can give you my network. I can tell you people that I trust, which then you can trust as well. If you know that I trust them, then there's no reason why you can't trust them. And if you are coming this summer, get on my socials, get on my Instagram mainly. That's where a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing, a lot of exciting plans coming, a lot of things that I want to kind of get involved with, and also involve people that are coming over to Cyprus. And it'll be good to meet you guys because I just see numbers on the screen. I don't actually see like real people. So it'll be good to see people who have been watching the content, who've been watching the journey, and to really just enjoy life together and create a better life for all of us. All right, I'm going to go get some sleep now. It's been a very, very busy day, as you've seen, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. All right, peace.